Text of the readings of today's liturgy, taken from Acts of Apostles, chapter 3, from verse 11, 26. There we read the experience of St. Paul and St. John conversing with the people when they were, after being shocked, amazed that these two apostles were able to raise or heal a lame man, the man at the beautiful gate, the crippled man. And also Luke chapter 24 from verse 35 to 48, Jesus appearing to the apostles in the upper room without opening any window or door. He just appeared, stood before them. And interesting thing that happened in that Acts of Apostles chapter 3 from verse 11 is that in verse 12, the question or the comment made by St. Peter. Remember, Peter was the same man who betrayed Jesus Christ. And Peter asked them, why are you amazed? Do you think we did this by our own power or holiness? No, it was by faith in the man you people crucified, faith in Jesus Christ that restored this man to health. The faith in him. Peter never counted on his own holiness or power. He relied on the power of God because he knew he was a sinful man. He knew he had offended God much. But let's talk about the Peter before the Pentecost, because this was Peter after Pentecost speaking. The Peter before Pentecost was, or during the experience of the resurrection of Jesus Christ, was a fearful Peter. Peter filled, laden with his weaknesses, laden with his past experiences, rocking in his mind and in his heart all the time how offensive he was to the Lord, how he betrayed, how he denied the Lord. This was Peter. Peter who was fearful. And the same Peter speaking now after receiving the Holy Spirit was telling them, it was not by my own power, neither was it by my own holiness, but by faith in Jesus Christ. The experience or the lesson Peter teaches even takes my mind immediately to Luke chapter 18 from verse 9. Two men went into the synagogue to pray, the tax collector and the Pharisee. What interests me most in that text is the ability, the courage of the tax collector to dare to pray, to dare at all to pray, even in his sinfulness, his utter sinfulness, his full recognition that he's a sinner, was a sinner. He dared to pray. He counted on the holiness of God and had the faith even in the midst of his sin. And it becomes a lesson to us. No matter your sinfulness, dare to pray. Call on Jesus, who came for the sinners and not for the righteous. And Jesus in Luke chapter 24 questioned these men who are gathered in the upper room, afraid and troubled. And he asked them, why are you so troubled? Why are you filled with doubts in your hearts? The same question Jesus asked you tonight, this moment. Why are you filled with doubts in your heart? Why are you troubled? Jesus, the risen Lord, is the one asking you this question. The man who has the power over death, who has conquered death, who has all authority over the entire heavens and the entire earth, whose power has no end. The man who has conquered death is asking you, why are you afraid? Why are you so troubled? Why are you troubled about the situations in Nigeria? Has anyone threatened your life? Why are you so threatened by sickness? Why are you so troubled? Because sickness is in your life. I don't know what you are going through right now, but Jesus Christ is asking you, why are you filled with doubts in your heart? Jesus can do everything for you. Every impossibility in your life, He can handle it. Because He can conquer death, there is nothing else He cannot conquer. Why are you so troubled? At this moment, my mind clicks to a music, or rather a song. Obi mato nojo, oye nedumu marozo. Obi mato nojo, chi nedumu marozo. Jesus knows the way. He is our leader. Do not be afraid. Bank even in your weaknesses. Bank on the holiness of God. That doesn't mean we should live in sin, but trust in Jesus. Have faith in Jesus more than in yourself. If you look at yourself, if you keep looking at yourself in your relationship with God, you can't relate with God because God is all holiness. But our realization of our imperfections should launch us to live a righteous life. Obim deredu ato nojo, obim deredu. Chukwu mani yogmo gemere mo, obim deredu. Jesus can handle it. Do not be troubled.